Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Ebo Richards. Thank you all for coming again. We're doing a little some information again was brought up to us. So I've been really busy, and well, no excuse. I always have time for economics and my business, but I've been busy growing some businesses, and we can talk about that later. But right now we have a panel here. Hey, what's up, Paul? Good to see you. And we're doing we have Maxe research with Wide World of Trade report. And for those of you who haven't been getting your Wide World of Trade report, it's a reason for that. But you'll be seeing it again this week. The Maxe research in the coordinations with our rating companies. And it's so funny, so we want to get right into it. Again, thank everyone for coming. What we have here is, it was really exciting because, we have the new administration. So can everyone can see this? If you can't, move in a little closer. You have policy over time equals opportunity. All right. So what happens is the last administration, when they came in, what they did was, okay, they did it. We had a lot of things after 2008. So again, I'm sorry. This is I gotta give it out to the people here. This is an IZ Corp Exchange broadcast. So we're on IZ Corp Exchange television right now, and it's with Wide World of Trade report, Maxe Research, and Daralyson and Coup Rating Agency. So rating the economy. So then we talk of, you have green things and you have red. Let me just put this down here. We have green and we have red. I like these markers. I like the good smelling markers. And the cherry ones and stuff like that. So this is you have Dodd-Frank and Spiegel. This is regulation. So these are red. Right. And then you have Glass Spiegel. So this challenges the business. These challenge business. What happens there is to make business competitive for economic growth. So so now you have the economic growth. This is the key. This is the key to this whole thing right here. And the question was opportunity and forecast. Austerity in motion, opportunity and forecast. So the question was, the new administration comes in. Okay, the new administration comes in, and the president walks in, and he says, well, the leader walks in, and he says, well, of course I can get you 3%. Why would you say 3%, which is green? 3%, because we just did. Post 2007, you had housing. Spectacular, by the way. Boy, in my neighborhood alone, it's like a miracle. Half the houses on my block were empty. Now they're all over. They're almost a quarter. They're way past. Nothing is going to go for less than $400,000, and that's in 3 years. And 5% unemployment, and that's down from a lofty 9 1/3, which we saw at the height of the 2008 stock market correction. Stimulus twice. Stimulus not by the second power, twice. We raised the debt ceiling as needed. You raised the debt, and what was the result of that? All that came out to 20 trillion in debt credit, whatever you want to call it. But this is the green. This isn't a negative because the economy is so young, and when you're going, and you can easily work down your debt. But that's just what it is. Okay, so with that being said, we were doing quantitative easing, not just quantitative easing with zero interest rate in a zero interest rate environment. So we really got moving from the negative red that you would see here straight back up past this mark to this and that, to pass where we were before and not just the stock market. Now, here's the thing with the 3%. President comes in. I'll take this down. And he says, I can get you 3%. We're like, how? What was the first thing he was complaining about when he came in? He comes in and they come in. This isn't politics now. This is rating the economy. As Daralyson and Ku is here watching very closely every word that comes out of my mouth. 3%, okay? We're up from what, 1.5, 1.9. But with all those things I showed you before, we're moving, okay? So now you say, okay, of course I can get you through immigration. If I turn around so fast, and I'm already the #1 place to invest, and I want to control my immigration, this is just me speaking. I want to control my immigration policies. I want to make policies and get everybody that's not going to happen, because now all the investors are like, wow, everybody's pushing their people, flooding them into your economy. They're like, go for it. It's happening over there right now. But I'm saying, yeah, but I'm going to do immigration. And then I guess my people, you would tell me, don't do that. Because guess what? Now if we want to clean out, we want to clean our backyard first. We're not going to put new plants that, these new beautiful flowers that grow with little or no maintenance. We're not going to throw those in a weeded garden and make it harder for them to work. We have to clean up first. So 3%, you say, well, geez. And then after all of that, you say, okay, the last administration comes in and he says, okay, after all that, let's start putting the interest rates. So here's where we get to the meat and bones of it. 0 interest rates and a yield curve like this. A steepening yield curve like this. So you're up here, 0 interest rates here, 0 interest rates here, 0 interest rates, interest rates, interest rates. What happens? You're taking profits off the top here. You're controlling here. This is the red. This is where we went up. You're controlling here. You don't want to go all the way up like that. You want to clean up first. You want to clean everything up. You want to make sure that this crap, you want to make sure that this doesn't happen again. So then you're putting interest rates here, 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 here to test the bottom of your range. You put the interest rates here, here, here. By the time you get down here, things are back to normal. The market should say, I'm going to bottom here and go here. Here's the problem with that. The economy as a whole, this is your economy, this is expanding. So this is where it was in 2007. This is where we say we're supposed to be now, 10 years later. You follow? So what do I do? Policy comes in. You have the Dodd-Frank again, which is red. Dodd-Frank comes in like this, which beats out the Spiegel one, because now your businesses are really being challenged. You have to put $20 million in the hole. You have to have money before you can back your stuff. The derivative, the way you margining is different now. So now, what do? Okay, we still have the same problem. The QE, everything is in. We take out the QE. We take it out. So now I'm putting interest rates here, 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 but now there's no bottom. I have to find a bottom. The market's going to keep going down and down and down. Many would argue in economies, and I've talked to some researchers, it's because the quantitative easing took so long to unravel. So it comes in, and then what happens? You take out the interest rates, so you're saying, well, maybe here we could stop. You're thinking, well, we're going to just go here, but you came from down here all the way back up to here. You're coming back. You got to go back around. Things go full circle. You got to come back. But you wanted to stop up here, so you take the interest rates out. So now we're not going to do. We did one here. We did one here. We're not going to do one here. Why would you do that? Because Milton Friedman, everybody knows Milton. Who doesn't know Milton Friedman? Get up and leave now. Okay, Milton Friedman once said, inflation is a form of taxation. My equation says, when I put off the interest rates at suggested levels, boom, 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 This is when I said I suggest I'm going to put the interest rates in. I take it out, guess what happens? When you take out the interest rates, the taxes are going to lower. Because the new guy, they come in, they want to lower the tax. Right? So you take the interest rates out, and that stifles the currency. Now the dollar is starting, the US dollar is going down. He popped up, you stop doing the interest rates, it's going to start coming down to where it's supposed to be. And then the cash gets loose on the streets. So now you have more cash in people's hands. And this is acting like a stimulus. Again, you're back to policy over time equals opportunity. Now, all of that in between with immigration and all this, these are just little catalysts that you know, agendas and stuff that you wanna put in. Because Milton Friedman once said, inflation is a form of taxation that can be imposed without legislation. So now I don't have to redo Dodd-Frank. I can just take out the interest rates, stop stimulating the market, and let inflation dominate. Food prices will go up. Food goes up, I tax more for the businesses. Food prices go up. So that's the way we're seeing what's going to happen right now. You probably won't see interest. You might see a quarter basis a year, or not even a year. And then that way the inflation can come in. This administration can lower the tax. They can get satisfied on the other end with the inflation as prices and things go up. You take care of the immigration, you clean out your backyard, you go 1, 2, 3, all of a sudden your economy goes up to here. We got the 3% because of the natural of the expansion, and then boom, we're in business. We got to get going. Again, my name is Mr. Ebo Richards. Thank you all for coming, and have a great day.